Ever wondered how web pages become interactive and dynamic? The answer lies in a powerful language known as JavaScript. This is not just any language, but a key player in the world of web development. It's an essential tool in the arsenal of every web developer, breathing life into static web pages by making them interactive and engaging. Here's a little secret. JavaScript is a client-side scripting language. What does that mean? It means that JavaScript code runs on your web browser, on your device, rather than on the server. This is what allows you to interact with web pages in real time. Want to see a menu drop down? Or a pop-up appear when you click a button? That's JavaScript at work. JavaScript is more than a nice-to-have, it's a must-have. Understanding JavaScript is crucial for anyone interested in web development, as it's one of the core technologies of the World Wide Web. Now you may ask, what are the basics of JavaScript that one needs to grasp to start adding interactivity to web pages? Well, let's dive right in. The first thing you need to understand is variables. Variables are like little storage boxes that hold our data. Whether it's a name, a number, or a date, we can store all these different types of data in variables. They're the bread and butter of any JavaScript program, helping us keep track of information as our code runs. Next, we have functions. Think of functions as reusable pieces of code. Instead of rewriting the same code over and over again, we can wrap it up inside a function and call it whenever we need it. Functions are like the chefs in our JavaScript kitchen, executing blocks of code to whip up the tasty dishes that are our web applications. And what are we cooking up in our JavaScript kitchen? That's where data types come in. JavaScript has a few basic data types, including strings, numbers, and booleans. Strings are sequences of characters, perfect for storing text. Numbers, as you might guess, are for numerical data. And booleans are binary, representing true or false. Understanding these data types is crucial as they dictate how our data can be manipulated and used. Lastly, let's touch upon control structures, the traffic cops of our code. These include if-else statements and loops. If-else statements let our code make decisions running different code based on certain conditions, and loops? They allow our code to repeat tasks, making sure our web pages can respond to user actions seamlessly. So, there you have it. Variables for storing data, functions for executing blocks of code, different data types for handling various kinds of information, and control structures for directing the flow of our program. Mastering these basics of JavaScript will provide a solid foundation for your journey in web development. So, we've covered some basic but essential concepts of JavaScript. We've delved into the heart of web development and highlighted the pivotal role of JavaScript. It's the magic behind the scenes that makes your web pages interactive and responsive. We've also explored the cornerstones of JavaScript, from declaring variables to defining functions. We've learned that variables are the building blocks of code, storing data that we can manipulate. Functions, on the other hand, are the powerhouse, performing tasks and producing results. We've tackled the different data types in JavaScript, from numbers and strings to arrays and objects. And let's not forget about control structures that navigate the flow of our code, like if statements and loops. But remember, this is just the beginning. Learning JavaScript is like learning any other language. It takes time and practice, so don't rush. Keep practicing, keep coding, and soon you'll be creating interactive web pages with ease. Stay tuned for more in-depth tutorials on JavaScript.